Hi guys, December 22, 2020. You're watching me, Nikki, also known as Faces Trader, and this is the global market update. Let's begin. All right. So last night you've seen a lot of companies going all-time highs. Actually, last Friday is also all-time high galore. So I just like to remind people that there's nothing wrong about locking gains. Let me just read to you all the companies that went all-time highs yet again, even as the COVID vaccine continues to be rampant. So as you could see, some electrics continued higher. Yesterday, of course, was the day that Tesla actually finally is in a S&P 500, a culmination of sorts. People who got in at about $70,000 worth last 2013, even 7 years ago, are now hitting 10 million bucks. Yes, you heard me right, because the IPO price of Tesla was $18. That was 2010. About 2013, you'd be buying something in the realm of $50, and now it's already $3,500, nearing 700 bucks. So 700 times 5 is 3.5. What that means is your $50,000 is $3.5 million if you bought it at 50 bucks. So yes, you heard me right. 50 times 50,000 times, wait, 50 went 3.5. So that means that it's 70x your money. Yeah, tama ba? 50 times 7 is 350. Yeah, 70 times. Correct. 70 times your money. So that was about 7 years ago. So that's a very good investment. And actually, people who are there are, of course, like just profit taking as well. Nonetheless, so you could see that these are things that happened last night on the electric sector. Microgrid's Clean Spark is now trading at $21, $22. Recall that we were buying Clean Spark as early as 7.5 to 10. Not even that early, guys, because Clean Spark at about CLSK, we actually argued that dilution was not a problem. So these were actually the buy entry, 750 to 10 bucks. Here at about 21, 22, what do you do here? You can actually trim all the way till 25 or 30 bucks, even if we think that it can go higher. So meaning, even if it can go higher, you want to be at the point wherein you're willing to sell higher and higher, so that if it falls down near 16 below, you can actually have the money to buy it back as well. So you want to actually always take care of your risk, but also take care of your rewards. You manage the upside, but also manage your downside. How do you manage that? By trimming. By trimming and taking profits a little bit, doesn't mean all, then you can actually have money on the side, either to deploy to that company or other companies. Nano Dimension is now trading at 8 bucks. Opine to buy this at about 225 last September 30. Added more at 3 bucks, now at 8 bucks. At 8 bucks, guys, you have all the time in the world to sell at 8, 9. So these are all some selling opportunities that you can take advantage. These were the buys, whether you sold even as early as 5, 6, and you're selling again at 8 and 9 and 10, continue selling upwards. So I don't have a problem if you are trimming, but I do have a problem if you are chasing. So what else? Let's read all throughout. Your Jinko Solar is now trading at 70 bucks. 70 to 80, you can sell actually. Switchback, aka ChargePoint, is now trading at $39, $40. I've been trimming. Like even if it goes 43, you can sell this up. Sun Power, 27, 28. Even it can go 30 bucks, can also take profits again. I don't have green power, but I would assume that just like in the same sector, guys, I didn't study this, but however, I am sure that any rallies back to about 24 to 28 are resistance areas. So example, let's say you've got 12.11, it just shot up again to 200 bucks. These are still some selling areas for those who are, even if you're bullish on electric sector, you have to be understanding that trimming is not a problem, even if you are in love with the company. FUV Arcimoto trades at 14. I do think that it can leeway go higher to about 16, so further wait. Neo at about $50, I think you'd get some sell-offs. So Neo at 50 and Xpeng at about 55. So 50 to 55 for Neo. I think there is some resistance after a $2 billion share sale. You know, the share sale was trading at about $40, $39. You've got a 20% pop from there. So all the share sale buyers at about 39 for Neo still made some money. They can still take profit here about 50. I do think that this is a trading range for your Neo and also for your Xpeng and even your Li Autos. So all of these are likely yes, while it's here at about 48 below, you want to get in. However, if it rallies about 54 or 60, you also want to take some sell-offs here. Take some profit taking here. All right. What else can we say here? For solar, yeah, 99 to 100. Some people are willing. So in general, guys, the solar names, you can actually profit take. To be honest, guys, I already made in the Awesome 10x Inner Circle a 25-piece sector move since Sunday. So of course, it's a free class. So, I mean, but you could see that we are willing, I already counted hundreds of companies hitting all-time highs, and I'll read it to you for everyone's perspective. Let me just give this for free for all of you. Um, I said that this was Sunday, 9 in the morning, December 20. I said I really counted 100 companies already hitting all-time high levels last Friday, but I also think this is unsustainable. I would be okay selling our company winners, even if that biggest winner that we will now highlight could actually be some cash. I do not want to engage with the world going gaga over the Fed stimulus of $900 billion or another $1 trillion. I know that the market can stay elevated, but I'm also willing for the first time in my entire 2020, guys, to hold maybe about 30 to 60% cash levels. If, for example, your $10,000 went to $20,000, to hold 30,000 or 30% means to have about cash of about 6,000 or 8,000 or $14,000. You can have an exposure of about 40, it depends, 40 to 70% exposure. And since the market can give you margin, your 20,000, you can always purchase $30,000 maybe of stocks next year. So what I think is you could do the following. You can trim the entire margin. You can feel free to take profits like Christmas trimmings across the boards, like the piranhas, sell it to the piranhas eating all of your shares. Sell across the world all the board like a machine gun Kelly, a trigger happy machine gun Kelly. Keep selling and trimming on the way up. And don't mind if you need to sell within 10 days, 20 days. You don't need to sell it in one day. Trigger happy everything you want to sell by maybe Christmas within December 20 till December 31. Even in the entire next year from March, January, February, I believe that I'm always a bullish person. If my one went to two, 30% cash means that you have 0.6 cash on the side. You've got a month, even Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's, people will be happy. Yesterday, the $1 trillion stimulus was passed. So actually it counteracted this temporary retail store closures of your Apple, the Minnesota senator dying, the tragic case of Bridgewater Associates, Ray Dalio's son actually got a car crash. There's a lot of people who are actually mourning, guys. And if you not saying that you have to be very good in timing. I'm just saying that it's okay to be imperfect. What I mean is that if you are trimming, let's say trim some for solar 96, 102. Let's say you're trimming some delivery hero 120, it can go 130, 140. You're selling some Unity maybe at $170, even if it goes to $200, right? $180. There's nothing wrong in trimming as long as you are keeping a souvenir of your winners. Trimming is actually a good thing to preserve and lock some gains so that you can deploy some of that cash, meaning take a look at your pizza pie rule. We said 25% cash, 25% stocks, 25% properties, 25% your job and business. Your stock portfolio is up maybe 100% or more, some 200%, some 250%. Guys, I don't mind if you're actually profit taking, even if you're just up 30%. You're up 30% what? A day ago, a week ago, 5 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. You have to be happy that even if you've just invested a month ago, that you're already up 15, 20, sometimes 100% with awesome 10x picks. So the proper answer, of course, is you have to be trimming. Let me show you a few names. Fubo TV has already gone from 12 to what? $50. Of course, this euphoria and insanity, you want to be selling some shares on that move. MGNI is now trading at $26. Even here at about 10 to 20, I wouldn't mind that you sold some at 20 and sell more here at 26, right? What else? Of course, these are some of the picks of December that you shouldn't sell yet. TPGY is new. Last Friday, we gave a buy there at about 4. We gave a buy at 24, right? It's now trading at 26. This is too early to sell. Wait it out at 38, 39, right? DFT, we were saying about this. PaySafe, aka PaySafe, aka Skrill, net seller, made a buy call about 13.50, now doing at 15. Can this go higher to 20 bucks? The answer is yes. SSPK, right? Okay, weed farms here at about 12.50. You can buy it. It can still go higher. So, guys, there are buys, there are sells. It depends what you own. I'm gonna give you a summary of a few things here. These are frothy signs. It makes me go cringe. Yes, at least 200 victims identified in a suspected Russian hacking. And so, of course, that Russian hacking allowed your crowd strikes to go higher, your Z-scalers to go higher, 210 all the way to 250. It's okay to be trimming on the way up for your CrowdStrike, for your Zscaler, for your Palo Alto networks. If you have these CrowdStrike, Palo Alto networks, and Zscaler. I mean, I know that they are benefiting from these hacking incidents, but you should actually be also benefiting, profit taking from the piranhas that are buying all these names for a short-term uptick, right? Take advantage while people want to profit take. Doesn't mean that you don't like them anyway. The fact that we have something to sell means that we've been bullish on them for quite a while. So many winners. Where do I begin, right? I mean, okay, let me just show to you a few things. Awesome 10x functions. So the Awesome 10x gives you a Viber group, a Slack group, a community, which actually is very much into making a lot of money, not just some 10% money. We're talking about some serious money here. And whether they will inspire you to do better. Of course, you will do better simply by your environment, right? So Copen, yeah, Copen last night up 30% to about 2.6. Looks to go higher to about $3 and $4. So actually, you want to hold on to your winners, right? Very strong move. Wearables, we have been opining that it's a buy at about 140, 150. And it's gonna break $2. We think it's gonna go break $2. Surely some people felt that $2 is okay for them to sell, but 2 can go to 3 and 4. So this one, continue holding on to your winners. Try to attempt to sell near $4 for your Copen Corp. What else happened? Your Vuzi has already reached $9, right? So some sold 7, some sold 9 last night, some sold even at 840 or 850. That's okay. Take profits even if it can go higher to about $10, right? So sell the latecomers. Sell it higher or sell it lower, doesn't matter. Now, what happened in your reopening themes? All your reopening themes are, of course, going to get whacked up, right? So what happens to your Funkos and your Macy's? Definitely, I don't mind if you're taking profits on the way up. Here at about 11, it doesn't matter if you want to sell 11, 12, 13, 14, all the way to 15 with a buy entry. If you want to keep as well, it's okay as long as you're buying your Funko below 9 or 8 so that you have a very good entry point and you actually have cushion whether it goes down or goes up. So a lot of winners. Should I read to you all the 25 sectors? So whether it's Miniso, whether it's American Airlines, whether it's Ralph Lauren, whether it's Shake Shack, all of your reopening themes can actually be profit taken from. Shake Shack here at 90 can be taken profit from all the way to 100. Miniso was up last night to $28. It can go higher, guys, $30. The fact that we were buying at 18 to 20, you have the 50% up there, 28, sell some. And even if it goes to 35 or 36, sell another. So that is really how Awesome 10X makes a lot of money. You need to trim 50, 100% up, and you carry it all the way. Look, we bought at about 10, higher average up. Some people average up at 12. Here at 18, it's going to change into Danimer Scientific. It's going to go maybe $25, $30. That's where you'll sell, right? But even if it doesn't go 25, let's say it just goes $20. Then you sell at 20, then you go sell at 19. Doesn't matter because end of the day, your costs are here. You let it rip all the way to 40 or 50. I mean, I know that some of you probably sold some QuantumScape at about $60, $70, right? But end of the day, even if you're going to sell tonight at $95, or if, let's say, you sold already everything, doesn't matter, guys. The point is you have your cost at about $12 when it was low risk, and you're okay to sell 60, 90, or even it goes 120 shots, right? What happened to your gene therapy names? Times 3, right? But if you didn't buy this at $48, should you chase at 166? The answer is no. Here at about 170, 180, all the way to about 200, these are all profit-taking moves, and profit take it is. CRISPR, Editas is now trading at 90 bucks. Editas, we've been opining to buy this at $30 here, right? The blind man can see with Editas. So who doesn't want that magical breakthrough, right? Sell 90, 110, 120. What happens to your NVIDIA? NVIDIA, okay, sell again, right? Okay, NVIDIA isn't even that high. If you bought it at 15, now at 50, I don't know. Some people are content with 300%. Some people are not content, but I'm, at 100%, I'm willing to sell at 30, I'm willing to sell at 50, I'm willing to sell at 80. You have all the time in the world to sell, guys, because end of the day, it's not about making a buy on the low and a sell on the top. It's just getting the meat of the trend, right? So you have a lot. Like you can sell a lot. Example, all right. Trim, some delivery hero. Chinese electric vehicles probably tolerate the downside, but wait for the higher upside. But let's assume, all right, Tesla, here at about 680. Are you still gonna stretch all the way? No, it's okay. 650, 700, sell some. It's okay to sell. Don't ever think that it's not okay to sell. It's okay to sell. What else did I say? There's so many names to actually buy, but more names to sell, guys. You can keep your Spotify, keep your Disneys, keep your Rokus. But at the end of the day, guys, if you want to keep your Disneys, this one I'll keep my Disney. I'll keep my. Some people want to sell their Roku. I'm okay with that too. Some people want to sell 100% further at $500. It's okay whether you. Okay. So Roku, like we got in early, right? So very strong entries at about $85 to $100. The highest entry point we allowed was 120, 150. Right now, trading at 350. I would only sell. Yeah, I sold actually at 350, guys. Okay, disclosure wise, I sold at 300 and 350. I'm gonna buy this back at 240. But if it doesn't go back, I'm also okay, guys. MGNI, Roku, all these digital advertising names can sell. Machine Gun Kelly, sell. Digital Turbine 58, sell further all the way up. MGNI, PubM is weak, guys. So the fact that it's weak, I sold already at 25.30. It can go higher, guys. At the end of the day, I don't mind if I sell 25, it goes to 30 bucks. Who cares? Sell further. Airbnb, sell further. C3AI, sell further. Sell further and sell further until you run out of shares. Doesn't matter. Sell further. Ace, C3AI, all these frothy stuff, give them the shares. Feed the quacking fucking ducks. Comments. Let's see your ducks. What are the good swings that you entered? Entered TPGY, entered DFT. I've got some OACs. I've got some SSPKs. I've got some Lockbox, right? So Lockbox was up 30% last night. Lockbox, aka in the Toronto Stock Ventures, we entered about 66 and entered at 80 cents. Yup, entered here, entered there, entered there. I think this one goes kaboomy, all-time highs. What else? All right, I have some buys, maybe 4 buys and about 25 sells. American Airlines, is it a buy? Sold already some American Airlines. If it's 13 below, I'll consider. First sell, 2 to 2.3 was where I would buy at about 9, 10, 11, Machine Gun Kelly sell. CSIQ for solar, I'm a trimmer. Trim. Is ACB a buy? Aurora Cannabis, you want to be trading this name. 7, 8 below, I'm willing to buy, but about 11 to 12, I'm willing to sell. So sell here, buy it back here at about 7 or 8. Yeah. If it goes down to 8, I'll be willing to buy that. Your thoughts on Snow? Expensive. Snowflake is expensive. Want to sell it at about 350 all the way to 300 bucks. Sell further. I'm not interested to making money on the Airbnbs and the Snowflakes and the C3AIs of the world. I would sell this. I'm not interested. 350 goes 380 or 400, doesn't matter. It's money that I don't want to make. Miss Nikki, is it a good time to enter the market given the news on the coronavirus mutation? Well, you just heard me a while ago say I'm selling what? 25 names, 50 names? I'm buying 5 names, 3 names. So I think you got the answer, right? What's your views on Ellis? Ellis, I haven't understand this. I don't have it. Sorry, guys. I didn't study this. What is this? Ellis Game Technology. 150 to 520. Good job, guys. So far I didn't study this. Is this part of the betting? For the betting, I have like Lockbox, and I'm aware of Gamble. These are like esports entertainment moves. Went from about 4 to 7. I don't know much about ELYS. Let me just put it on my watch list. Actually, last night there were so many great names that are very strong, right? So unmanned drones were all Kaboom, like 10, 26, from about 20, 26. UAVs went to $4 or $5 already, Kaboom. 520. So buying at $2, 520. See, actually, right now, most of the, I think like it's okay to be doing a Christmas the Christmas shopping is over, guys. It's Christmas trimming season. Take profits, lock gains. All right. What do you see with Beam? I didn't study Beam. Sorry. THBR. I didn't study THBR. What is THBR? It's a good name. Thunder Bridge looks like a SPAC, right? Actually, guys, I'm looking at this SPAC. I forgot. Let's take a look at Masayoshi Son, SoftBank filing a SPAC on Monday. Masa Claus. Of course, all of you know that I'm a big fan of SoftBank, and so 9984 is a company that I do have and continue to have. I know that at 85 to 9,000 there will be some selling pressure, but I also know that at 7.5 below there will be a lot of buying pressure as well. So usually I don't really mind, even if it falls down, I would be willing to buy that. But of course, SoftBank SPAC is something that I'm very interested upon. This is the news on SoftBank. They filed on Monday. Let me read that to you. SoftBank files a SPAC for Monday. They're going to raise about $600 million. Most likely it's an artificial intelligence company. So Snoop Dogg's Casa Verde Capital closes $100 million as the cannabis industry bounces back. So cannabis connoisseur. Of course, I'm interested with the Jay-Z SPAC. I have the SBVCF, but I'll be interested with Snoop Dogg as well. So at the end of the day, when it comes to SPACs and a lot of cannabis names, I'm willing to buy these names. Like 10.1, I have that. I bought that on December. So let's read this, the Snoop Dogg SPAC. Let's read it. I also have the Martha Stewart SPAC. Yeah, I have Martha Stewart SPAC, which is Knobs. Gotten at about 11 below. I'm still just holding on to it. Indoor farming, right? Knobs is now trading at 17. Got it here. Just waiting and holding on. So just because I'm selling and doing a machine gun Kelly doesn't mean I don't know how to hold my winners. In fact, I'm doing a trimming, but it's about 30%, 25%. Not selling much. Do we need to trim Sunpower and Palantir? I trimmed some. I mean, if you're okay with 27, even if it goes to $30, right? You want to actually do some trimming. Palantir, I sold some of these at about, I think I even sold as early as 27 and 28. I think right now it's 29, right? How much is Palantir right now? Palantir, I was willing to sell about 27 to 28, but not all. I still have it. Oh, yeah, 28. Yeah, somewhere there lang, yeah. It went 31, 32. Yeah. Palantir, I'm willing to sell some. Yeah. Tilray, is it a buy? Tilray and Aurora Cannabis, guys, are not buy and holds for me. I just trade Tilray and Aurora Cannabis. When it comes to cannabis companies that I would buy and hold, they were Grow Generation. I have this since 12, added more at 17. Yes, I sold some when it consolidated, but I added again and bought again. Sold some at 32, somewhere here, and then I sold again last night at about 39 to 41. If it goes $50, that would be maybe my last tranche, but I'll sell another half. Yeah, so I'm really not, I'm okay to sell some. Do I need to file capital gains? Nope. All the Philippine capital gains are tax-free. I cannot proceed. Confirm your tax residence. You just need to make Filipino tax treaty, guys. Filipinos are tax exempt. How about mass? That is 908 devices. What's mass? Let's see. What is mass? I didn't study this, guys. I'm sorry. But let's put it in our watch list. Okay, so the companies that I didn't study, Ellis, Mass, and what is it again? Your picks are LS, THBR. Let's see, THBR. I'm interested with some SPAC. So give me some SPAC ideas and I'll study them. THBR, what does this mean? What does this do? THBR SPAC. 12 things to know about Thunder Bridge, Indie Semiconductor going public through a SPAC. Okay, let's see. What does this do? 1.4 billion, a pipe investment expected to close, targeting at 16 billion. I need to study it, guys. I mean, I can't answer you with just one article, automotive semiconductor. I need to see whether Indie Semiconductor is a leader in the industry or not. So the answer is I really don't know yet. I don't know yet. Why don't we read this news together, guys? Snoop Dogg's Casa Verde Capital. Okay, let's read it. What's that? All right, so Snoop Dogg SPAC. Investment fund co-founded by Cannabis, Snoop Dogg, has closed on $100 million. Declined to comment on the article. What happened to the public perception is not too dissimilar to the dot-com bubble of the late 1990s, where there was a lot of hype, a lot of it driven by public companies, SPACs, speculative trading, valuations that weren't really founded in reality, crazy numbers, things just got really frothy. Public names in particular have been hit particularly hard. Sitting here today, 4 months into cannabis has already proved to be a non-cyclical industry. I agree with this. Cannabis has been deemed an essential business everywhere. Record sales March, April, and May. The potential urgency on source of tax revenues for the government. Cannabis legalization is a massive positive for the industry. And with this new fundraising, agree with that. Guys, so Nicole Kidman, Jay-Z, Kirsten Bell, Snoop Dogg, not Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson. All of them are in the SPACs, cannabis. So you can just either you're aware or you're not aware. Since Jane Fonda, there's so many. Since Brothers Wadhera and the third partner and the founder of Cashmere and Stampede, they view their businesses, building a portfolio at least $200 million. Okay, I'd say that from a business perspective, let me just say that I am more in tune with Jay-Z and Beyonce. However, I'll put this on my watch list. What's the name of this SPAC of Snoop Dogg? The name is Casa Verde Capital. Let's see. Casa Verde, Green Capital. Go to the trading view. Casa Verde Capital is LLC. 7 hours ago, Crunchbase. Should we invest in Casa Verde? Let's see. Casa Verde. Pick up, guys. Casa Verde Capital. What's the ticker symbol? CVC? Is it? Is that this? An OC? Verde Capital. So I don't know yet I do not know yet what this what the price and so I don't see it yet, but I'll watch out for this. I'll take a look at Snoop Dogg's SPAC. Of course, this is important news, guys. I forgot to say Peloton, of course, 9% up after hours. 155 so far, and yeah, we got in at about $100. A little bit late, if you will ask me, because I did say that at $38 at May earnings, it was a great move. I did say that during May, and some of us got in at 70. I personally only added at $100 already, but still not late. Still need 50%, right? 155 right now. Peloton announced that it intends to acquire Precor, one of the world's largest suppliers of commercial fitness equipment. You can recognize the Precor name if you've been spending time in a hotel or a standalone commercial gym. That's why Peloton makes this purchase a hot home workout brand. The deal is made with $420 million, helping Peloton bring a lot more manufacturing capability when its order queue with its tread and bike hardware is deeper than ever, thanks to the increase in demand from COVID pandemic. You know who has benefited a lot on Peloton? Affirm. But Affirm is going to get listed next year, AFRM. This is for the buy now, pay later plans. This is the largest deal that Peloton has made thus far, potential stake of about $500 million. Yeah. So Peloton already launched the bikes, and now they want to go through more Precor brand names. So more equipment, more commercial. So I mean positive and positive, right? So Peloton, hold your winners. But if you're also profit taking at 155 tonight, it's also okay because these are going insane already. So usually, guys, I don't mind selling into the euphoria and insanity zones, even if it can go higher to $200. So example, gravity is at 220, 230. A lot of winners. Let me just read on the numbers for you. Um, Very strong moves like Minisaw, you can sell some. Ehang, you sell some. UAVS, Fubo TV, sell a little, right? 30% up. Your Vuzi at $9, sell some. Aldera Therapeutics, I didn't study this. Roche, I think at 15 is still early. BFT is still early, so this one I'm still holding on to it. Just holding on to BFT and Roche. SSPKU, still waiting on to this. Silver Spike, aka Weed Farms. For those who have Bitcoin, of course, you just hold on to it, especially if you're early anyway. You don't need to sell, even if like the entire world wants you to sell. I mean, you could sell half, sell one fourth, right? Sell one third, 25, 22,000, 25,000 goes to 18,000. At the end of the day, if your cost is low, you sell half and then let the world worry about it, not you. And that's really how I think. I don't really mind to sell some positions if I think that it's a little bit. What are the good positions? I think like some companies are still low. Yeah, new tech is still low. NIU. This is the e-scooter. I think that here at about $30, you can still enter here. Eventually, this goes to 35, 36. Long-term uptrend for electric vehicle scooters. So these are companies that I would hold. More questions. Yeah, don't forget to please like and subscribe. Could you please take a look at Beam? Let's take a look at that, Beam. I'm not looking at Bitcoin miners, so I don't have any idea with that. Beam Therapeutics. So I'm really not good in therapeutics, honestly speaking. So I'll be very honest. Healthcare names, I don't much have it. What's going to happen with IPOC? IPOC is actually Chamath SPAC, right? So a lot of Chamath believers are, of course, always going to buy whatever Chamath says to buy. So 10 already went to 13. So yeah, usually, guys, when you want to buy these companies, IPO A, B, C, D, E, you might as well buy IPOD while it's at $10, right? Oh, wait, it's already 13. How about IPOE? I mean, the thing about Chamath is it's IPO A to Z, right? So, I mean, alphabet soup right there. But at the end of the day, guys, you choose what you want. The SPACs I have, I can marry them. If you don't want to marry your SPACs, go ahead. But yeah, so like for this month, I featured TPGY, RTP, B-Town. That was for free. Of course, I also featured more SPACs inside the inner circle. So don't forget to please like, subscribe, watch Awesome 10X, and make some money. There you go.